G, damn it, it's going to be G forever. I said, you shouldn't do that. Well, that's the way I teach. Fine. But anyway, the kid never came back, and he had fantastic ears. And she still didn't understand that the child was audiating context. So this idea of EGBDF in a fixed system is bad. So that's my introduction to you. Now I want to tell you how to teach instrumental music the right way according to Gordon. Okay? We give children, I get them this the way, well let me tell you the way I developed my method. Got all of the kids together in an assembly. I think we had 45 children in 4th grade. And we just started singing a lot of road songs without words. And as soon as we did that, I started teaching them tonal patterns and rhythm patterns. So, la, so, fa, mi, re, ti, do. I did a little oral, got to verbal association very quickly. Do, mi, do, so, mi, do, ti, re, mi, do, etc. So they sang songs in major and minor, and tonal patterns in major and minor, and rhythm patterns in duple and triple. And I did this for 2 weeks. I saw them twice a week. We sat in an auditorium, and we did it. Okay, then this is their readiness. Then we gave them instruments. And I won't go through all the thing of mouthpieces and all this stuff, but to get to the cusp of the matter, I had heterogeneous instrumentation, because the research said, in previous research, that children will learn to play an instrument much better in tune if they don't learn to play in a group of like instruments. I'm a bass player, and you know, if you get 3 or 4 or 5 bass players trying to play together, it's horrendous, because it's just the intonation is horrible. As somebody once said, you know, it's what's the definition of a minor second, and the answer is 2 bass players playing in unison. And it's just awful. So I teach heterogeneous instrumentation. So I had trumpets, trombones, everything in the same thing. And I would look and I'd say, okay, place your fingers please for B flat do. You place your fingers for C do. You place your fingers for F do. You place your slide or whatever it is for G do. So each one has a different do. And then I'll say, okay, and the intonation is pretty bad, but they start listening. I have them sing it first. Bum, 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 sing, bum. That's what's to come out of your instrument. If it doesn't do something, don't look at me, you do it. You adjust what's coming out according to what you're audiating. And they play that, and I give them a rhythm pattern. Do, 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 de, do. Ba, 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 ba. Same pitch with a different rhythm, with a rhythm pattern. Then I chant a rhythm pattern. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And I just teach them one pitch with a lot of different rhythm patterns. Then I go to triple. Ba, 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 ba. And they do triple on this concert B flat. And I walk around and I do the best I can with technique. You know, it's not easy. Rolling all these instruments, try to work with embouchure, holding the instrument, fingers. But my interest is not in getting great technique. My interest is coordinating the audiation with the sound produced. And my second interest is in tone quality rather than technique. So I just simply say bum, bum, be a bum. Ba, 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 ba. Which do you like better? I prefer bum, 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 bum. Can you give me a pleasant sound, please? So I talk about tone quality, and I really, if ever, talk about technique. In other words, again, it's just the opposite of what usually goes on. Technique, to me, is at the bottom of the barrel. What's at the top is intonation and tone quality. By the way, in tone quality, I've since found out in future research, that's much more important than intonation. If I get them to think about tone quality, I get intonation almost. But if I keep talking about intonation and not so much about tone quality, it's a tough uphill battle. So the tone quality, bum, 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 bum. I phrase with them. Simple little patterns. It's not ba, 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 but bum, 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 bum. Dynamics. Okay, so now they've got B-flat concert. Then I'll say, okay, please place your fingers for, you're doing B-flat do. Please place your fingers for re. I don't say C re or A re. I'm not showing them their notation. You might say to me, place your fingers for B-flat. B-flat is a place where you put your fingers. It's not a note on the third line of the staff. There's a difference between a symbol and a place to put your fingers. So we're not talking about notation. So I said, this is B-flat do. Now play re, and this is the way you play re. This is the way you play re. This is the way you play re. And I don't give it a letter name. And then I'll say, listen, please, do, day, do. Listen, please. Bum, 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 bum. And they have to audiate, and they pick up from my singing, it's do, re, do. And so now we're progressed to 2 pitches. Yada bum 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 bum. All kinds of rhythm patterns, and duple and triple on 2 pitches. I don't know whether you're following me or not, but you see, scales to me are the poison of all instrumental music. Scales are for teaching technique. Scales destroy audiation. Everybody's doing this. No. What you're interested in is not scales, but tonal patterns. Bum, 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 bum. Scales later on if they want to develop technique, but in the beginning, scales have very little use. In fact, I don't know why anybody teaches a scale. It should be banned. Yes?
Is there any research about the difference between the teacher singing patterns versus playing patterns
absolutely.
For an instrumental group?
Absolutely. I did it both ways. I'd go in with a string bass, and I'd turn my back and I'd play. Awful. And sometimes, I'm not a great instrumentalist on wind instruments. Sometimes they come in with saxophone or clarinet. I had, in order to get their audiation, I had to sing. That's the way I made communication with their audiation. If they hear an instrument, they don't audiate.
Why, are they looking at the fingers?
I don't know what they're doing. I think it's tone quality. The instrument doesn't get into their head.
Well, you had a saxophone, that's the problem.
I know lots of jokes about saxophones. There's a difference between a lawnmower and a saxophone. You can tune a lawnmower. Or, what do you have with 1,000 saxophones at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean? Not enough. Okay, so anyway, now I'm to do, re, do, and in major. Then I say, okay, do, re, mi. This is the way you do me. For G, do, this is me. For B flat, do, this is me. For E flat, do, this is me. So I show everybody their fingering. And now I have 3 pitches. Yum, bum, 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 bum. I don't write anything. I don't show them how to do what I'm doing. I just sing and they listen. And this to me is, boy, I'm really developing.